Ahava, blessings, and happy full moon in Cancer. How beautiful to just have this wonderful Christmas day, and then all of a sudden the day after we go into the full moon in Cancer, right? And it has been so far a very beautiful portal, so much light. We're in the 12 days of Gnostic Christmas, and this beautiful full moon is blessing us. As a Cancerian, I am in love with this full moon. So today I wanted to share a Desert Rose Oracle card reading for the full moon in Cancer, since we are in such a beautiful moment, a beautiful portal. And I took two cards out today. Well, we did, because actually I always think of our community when I'm doing this. And the Desert Rose Oracle cards are the teachings of the Desert Rose. They're all handcrafted in a beautiful village by local artisans here in Spain. And they're very special. Extremely special, with a living transmission. So the cards that came out today, I took two cards out. I did a bait spread. A bait is connected to the womb energy, to the home, to the birthing energy, which I do think is very connected to the full moon in Cancer, in all that Cancer energy. And the first card that came up, very interesting, is Yohanan, John the Baptist. And John the Baptist, of course, my heart pounded when this card came out, because John the Baptist is actually, how would you say it? He embodies the frequency of the Cancer energy. And his feast day is on the 21st of June. So we know that very connected to the Cancer energy. And so here we see him with a beautiful bowl of water and the holy dove, the Holy Spirit, because he baptized people and awakened, allowed people to open up their body temples to receive the Holy Spirit. And so we received this card today, and I'll tell you the message in a minute. And then the other card was Imaila. Now, one of my new songs that I will also share the link below. Imaila is just a beautiful, beautiful card and message for this full moon in Cancer, because she represents the infinite womb, the dark void. It's the infinite mother that is just so infinite that there is no end to her. And this is who we are. This infinite mother also represents our infinity. When we go into the inner journey, the sacred inner journey, and we go deep and deeper and deeper, there is no end to us. And so when we put these cards together, you can hear the beautiful birds, and I'm not in my temple space, so you may hear a little bit of noise. When we put these cards together, Yohanan and Imaila, Yohanan represents the lower waters of creation, the cleansing of our sexual energy, and how we create and how we bring in the light into our womb space, our womb energy to create. And Christmas is all about the rebirth within the womb of the soul. Rebirth within the womb of the soul. Sorry about the noise. So when we think of this is just a beautiful card for this full moon, because this is what's happening. We are rebirthing ourselves. The soul is starting to have more space, and the womb energies are cleansed and purified and holding the light of Christ. And so when we combine these two cards, Imaila and Yohanan are trying to tell us that within this rebirth of the soul, there is an aspect of us that is completely infinite, that is becoming awakened. So how do we know what is happening within us, and what is becoming awakened, and what is that beautiful wisdom teaching that we're receiving on this full moon about our infinity? The thing is that now, in this portal of Christmas, right, until the Epiphany, until the 6th of January, and on this full moon in Cancer, we can really go deep into the womb of the soul and journey even deeper and deeper, to understand that our infinity is not just the infinity of the soul through the different lifetimes, but it is also the infinity of us being able and knowing that we can bring in and birth the longing of our souls, because we are infinite. To put any limits on us is absolutely crazy. When we put a limit in our life, I'm not good enough, maybe it's not going to happen this year, I can't do this. That's crazy. Anything can happen. Everything can happen. Nothing can happen. We're infinite. And there's a beautiful message. Yohanan is also telling us that it's a very beautiful moment to really just connect with the womb energy and with creation, of course, as it is a full moon in Cancer. And so on this full moon, let me just show you my computer because I don't have my Aramaic cards with me as I'm traveling for Christmas with my family. This is Het, okay? I'm asking my camera lady if you could, yeah, okay. You can see the Het. Maybe we put a little bit more light on this. Oh, no more. Okay, so this is the letter Het, okay? And the letter Het created the sign of Cancer. And I love working with the Aramaic letters every time the moon goes into a different sign. So it is a full moon. We're receiving the activations of the letter Het. And of course, Het has a beautiful flower because Cancer is a very feminine energy, right? And so this Aramaic letter has a flower and has a butterfly for transformation. So let's read a little bit about the letter Het. The birds are so happy today. Okay. So what are we receiving on this full moon in Cancer? So the letter Het represents life and vitality. Okay, it's connected to the letter 8. The letter 8 is Het, and we're preparing ourselves to go into a letter 8 solar year. So going into the womb and understanding that we are infinite is actually a way to infuse ourselves with the pranic life force, with the Chai, or Chaye, what Yeshua called the life force. And so it is a symbol of life and vitality. So the letter Het wants us to be infused with the energy of the full moon, to be activated, because the full moon is not just about releasing. We do release, but it's also about activating our energy, right? Our Kundalini energy, and our waters become activated as well. The other thing is the connection to the divine. Okay, so Het represents the connection of the earthly realm with the heavenly realm. And so we can see that as we are going through these 12 days of Christmas, we are in an inner journey to bring heaven on earth regarding our own individual experience and the collective experience as well. It's also a letter of protection. Okay, so, and that this is beautiful as well, as our light has been birthed and we're holding the light, and the light is very soft and delicate. That light is being protected right now. Protection from our ancestors, protection from the angelic realm and the light beings. And also, Het, I love this, symbolizes higher consciousness and transcendence. Het is associated with higher consciousness and transcendence of physical limitations. And this is connected to the message from Ima Ilah. Physical limitations, no. Transcendence, higher consciousness, we are infinity. And then, I love this, renewal and new beginnings. Het symbolizes the cycle of rebirth and rejuvenation that follows the completion of a phase or a period. Perfect full moon, a completion of a solar year. Completion. And so now there is a cycle of death and a cycle of rebirth. And so I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I really wanted to connect with all of you in this beautiful community. I know that many of you are doing the 12 days of Holy Mystical Christmas and the Epiphany activation. And just remember to really honor your body, honor your womb space, your creation. Go within, know that you're infinite, and say no to any of these limitations. Allow the full moon to activate your water and your body and your energy field, really important, so we can get a cleansing of our sexual energy and also an amplification of our auric field. That is always really important, because the greater the auric field, the more infinite we feel. So sending love to all of you. Happy Christmas, and I'm sure that you will receive a message from me before this year ends. Ahava.